Hello everyone, it's getting to be the afternoon today and this is how I do things. I have 2 half peppers that I have to use up, so I'm going to make a bean salad. Yes, I love bean salad. I make it all summer and it lasts a really long time in the fridge. I mean, I don't know how long it's supposed to last, but I'd say a couple of weeks it's usually pretty good for. So I am going to throw one together fast, and I thought I'd hop on and show you how I do mine, and maybe you guys could give me some tips on how you do yours. There's 2 people at my church that make them fabulous. One's Jackie and one is our organist named Keith. For some reason I think one of them does not put peppers in. I like the pepper in it. I don't know which one. I didn't have a preference. They both were so delicious. So ever since then I've been coming home and making my own. It's not something I made when my kids were growing up, but I always liked at a salad bar a bean salad. So what's good about the bean salad is, like I said, it lasts. It's almost pickled in beans. The beans are pickled in a vinegar and oil dressing, and it lasts pretty good. And what else is good is it's high protein. Yes, there's a carb, but a bean is a good carb. It's really a good complex carb. And you're not eating, I don't eat a cup of them at a time. They're usually a side dish for my protein, or sometimes that's my snack, is a little bowl of the bean salad. So this morning I made some coleslaw, and I talked to you about how I always have salads like this made. I don't know whether it's to trick my mind, to tell me it's nice weather out, but I love fruits and vegetables. So I did this long before bariatric life. Not a bean salad, because like I said, it wasn't something I made when my kids were growing up. Don't know why, because I've always loved it. But I've always had fruits and vegetables in our house. They can never say that they didn't have that. So my recipe that I have is pretty simple. It's so simple, it's ridiculous. The only thing I didn't get out was my sugar. I might as well use this one. So I am going to try to do this as fast as I can for you. In my recipe, I don't usually put celery, but this time I decided I'm going to put some celery in because, why? I try to get vegetables as much as possible. My recipe is 1 pepper. This time it's going to be a half red, half green, so that's my 1 pepper. It's 1 diced onion. It is a half a cup of oil, a half a cup of, and I have to use, you don't have to, you can try to do this with olive oil, but when you put it in the fridge, it's going to get stiff. So there's my pepper chopped. I'm going to put that in this big bowl right now to make room on my cutting board for the next item. So it's 1 pepper, 1 onion. Today is going to be 1 stalk of celery because I want a little bit of celery crunch in it. It's what I like. Like I tell you every day, put in what you like. I don't know that anybody at the church had it with celery, but look how little I'm going to do. These little tiny fragments of celery are going to be hanging out in my mouth, just giving me some flavor. I think it'll be good. I'm dicing them super small, and I'm watching that instead of you. So we're going to have 1 pepper, 1 onion, 1 stalk of celery. Take in or put out, and let me know, guys, what you do, because I like to learn. We're never too old to learn. Then I pick 4 cans of beans of your liking, okay? Again, I never would buy this can of beans in my whole life until like the last couple of years, and I'll show you in a few minutes. The dressing is ridiculously simple. I just gotta chop an onion. The half a cup of oil, half a cup of vinegar. So if you're doubling this for some reason, 1 and 1. You'd need 8 cans of beans though, so I'm going to use 4 cans of beans for this dressing. And then a half cup sugar. So they're all half cups. Half cup of sugar, half a cup of oil, half a cup of vinegar. Salt and pepper. That's the whole recipe. Some people might have put Italian seasoning. I've been asking my friend Jackie from church her recipe. She just tells me it in the kitchen like she does something like I do. I just wipe my nose. Sorry everyone out there, this is my kitchen, my food. I had people on YouTube tell me they don't like to watch it because I wipe my nose. Then watch somebody else, guys. Here's the deal. We're in the Northeast, it's cold. I feel like my sinuses are continuously running. And I'm sorry, I'll get a napkin and I'll wipe my nose and I'll put it in my pocket so that I don't gross anybody out. Usually I'm not talking to food or a camera. So, I should have done the dicing, I guess, before getting on here. I'll tell you, I'm going to be done in minutes here. This whole recipe is, well, we're at 5 minutes because I haven't shut my trap and I had to wipe my nose. So we're going to do an onion and 4 cans of beans. And the beans that I never have bought in my life were butter beans. And they're like a white, or maybe that's a lima bean. What's the difference between a lima and a butter? I guess I should have looked that up rather than ask you. I just wondered because I never thought I liked them, and I love them in a bean salad because you get this burst of this delicious creamy bean. Beans are creamy and delicious. I put them in my soups, and then especially cream soups, you've seen me do them. Instead of a flour or something to thicken it, I put them in my cream soup. And here we go. So we got peppers and onions. That's it right now. Over here is a half a cup of oil. You can see the difference. Vinegar, I got white vinegar and an oil. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to try to scrape that out. And then I'm going to empty my sugar bowl because that's the easiest access. I'm going to do a half a cup of sugar. We'll let you see the food would be nice. I'm going to use my sugar bowl because my other sugar is a big giant canister that's heavy. So I'll get this going with salt and pepper. That's basically going to be my dressing. Here's my black pepper. I'm going to put a plop of that in. And then I'm going to put some salt. This is kosher salt. And I'm not going to add a lot of salt because I have 4 cans of beans that are already in a brine. And I drained them and I rinsed them. And again, I'm with this gadget. These are the cans I have. Bush's butter beans, a can of yellow wax beans, so butter beans, wax beans, kidney beans, dark and green beans. So they're in, let me just mix this around first. In this beautiful bowl that I have that drains, I rinsed them because the liquid they're in has like sodium. So these are 4 kinds of beans, and I'm going to mix them in this bowl. It makes a lot. It makes a whole lot. But it's a great thing to bring to a party. You'd be surprised how many people really say, "Ooh, gosh, I love that." So it is done. Like now you put it in the fridge. It's actually better later or tomorrow. You've got peppers, onions. I put 1 stalk of celery, one pepper, 1 onion, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of oil, half a cup of vinegar. Yes, I used the dreaded canola oil because if you use olive oil, it will get hard in the fridge. I was almost going to try it with avocado oil, but it's super expensive and I have a ton of canola oil. And everybody bought canola oil and they tell you canola oil was healthy. Now all of a sudden it's not healthy. I don't know. So what do you think? That is Gaga's bean salad. Enjoy. Have a great day. I just wanted to use up my peppers, so that's how I did it. And I'll have a delicious salad for a lot of days. Love you guys. Bye.